Greetings Diecast Racing fans and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway for episode 5 of the mini Mayhem tournament. And what mayhem last week was, well, I'm really glad that I got the right camera angles and I was able to show it from both directions so that it was clear. There was no interference by Hikari Rin in what happened with the Commish, and obviously the Commish whiffing it. As it stands, standings from last week are as follows. In joint first, we got the crazy Canuck and James Stirling, both 5 and 1. In joint third is the Commish and Moose, 4 and 2. In joint fifth, we've got Candy Rain, Hikari Rin and Matthew Harding, all 3 and 3. In 8th place is Cuboid. I don't know whether he's out of it yet, but you know, who knows what's going to happen with Cuboid. He could pull off a comeback, but he's 2 and 4. In 9th place is the Zombie, who is 1 and 5. And the only person who now cannot win this is Mason Storm, who is currently 0 and 6. Hopefully he'll get some wins under his belt, which will then mean that he keeps his drive with the Essex Hurricanes. He's a great guy. I hope he doesn't lose his place. Anyway, let's get on with the draw. Mini Mayhem episode 5 draw. Starting off with car A, which is Cuboid, the orange and with the white roof, versus car D, which is Moose from GITB Racing. And we've got car G versus car E. Car H versus car J, car I versus car B, and finishing the first half we have got car C versus car F. Second half, car E versus car D, car G versus car C, car A versus car J, car H versus car F, and finally we have got car B, which is the Crazy Canuck from the A team in Canada in his Colour Shifters Mini Cooper, versus car I, which is the Matchbox 1964 Austin Mini Cooper in light blue with a checkerboard roof of James Stirling of Gravity Track Grand Prix in Australia. Thus concludes the episode 5 draw. With the draw over and done with, let's have a look at the track changes, because again there's been a few because we're continuing to move on. Some of the containers have been moved around as the work is continuing on the filling station. We now got an in and out sorted out. Some of the trucks have been moved to use in the car park, which has meant that the taxis are up at this end of the car park and the buses. We have a light blocker on the back here, and we have a side screen this side. Anyway, so the containers have been moved round, the police vehicles have been moved forward. Again, we've got more people on site. There's last time's champion. Bit of a photo shoot and video shoot going on for the local telly about what's going on. The Vulcans have been moved up. Got some grandparents here with their little one. Oh, that's so cute. Parking up at this end. The drivers are all sat there ready to go up to the top of the track. Shout out to our track sponsors. We have got 4 Cubed Racing, the BERCC, Keldon Raven Customs, and there he is himself watching the action, John at Modelmatic, and of course my brother from another mother, Phil at Tomley RC. Support teams are all ready along the track, as are the camera crews. So let's get down to the action. So lined up at the top of the track, we have car A, which is cuboid in the orange with the white roof, weight 43 grams, versus car D, which is Moose in the green car with the black and white checked roof, weight of 34 grams. Be interesting to see how this goes down. Cuboid hasn't done too well. He has got a weight advantage, but he also has real riders. We'll see how this race goes. Moose got in front and we've stopped before the line. So we'll just take a quick look. We'll see that Moose has stopped here. And Cuboid is having a bit of a conversation with Keldon Raven there. Let's get them back to the top and see if we can get somebody over the line this time. And Moose gets over the line. We just need to check on Cuboid because he's gone over. Moose over the line with a time of 2.6. We'll see what happens and make sure that Cuboid is okay. Give us a second. So the good news is Cuboid's okay. It's interesting how things are running at the moment. But yeah, everything's okay. We'll get on to race 2 once this has been cleared. And moving on to race 2 now, we have at the top of the track car G and car E. Car G is Hikari Rin in the red minivan with the white roof. Car E is Candy Rain from the Essex Hurricanes in the pearl light blue Snowstormer. Let's see how this goes. And a win there for Hikari Rin in a time of 2.0. So it's a 2.0 win by Hikari Rin. Moving on to race 3, we have car H versus car J. Car H is the zombie in the cream with the white and black roof. Car J is Matthew Harding in the blue with the white stripes. And a win there for Matthew Harding in a time of 2.2. Close race, but a win for Matthew Harding in 2.2. Moving on to race 4, we have car I versus car B. Car I is James Stirling in the light blue with the checker roof. Car B is the Crazy Canuck from the A team over in Canada in the yellow-green colour shifter. Close to the line, and Matthew Harding takes it on the line with a time of 2.0. So that's a win for the Matchbox Mini of Matthew Harding in a time of 2.0. Race 5 is car C versus car E. Car C being the Commish in blue 10, my favourite car in the tournament, versus car E. Car F, sorry, which is Mason Storm, the yellow van with the black roof. The Commish should absolutely thrash him here as long as he doesn't whiff it. Last time he went up against a van was up against Hikari Rin and he whiffed it. Let's hope he doesn't do that today. Yeah, nice clear win there with the best time yet, which may be a new lap record here of 1.8. The Commish wins with a time of 1.8. Right, moving on to the second half. And do you know what? It's time to remind everybody of something. All the draws are done before any of the racing episode starts. So I record all of the draws for the 5 racing races prior to anything happening. Because looking at this, not this race, but race 7 is a repeat of the controversial race from last episode with Hikari Rin versus the Commish. But anyway, at the top of the ramp now we have car E versus car D. Car E being Candy Rain in the pearl light blue Snowstormer. Candy Rain drives for the Essex Hurricanes. And she is up against car D, which is Moose in the green with the black and white checkered roof. And that's a clear win with a time of 1.9 by Moose. So clear win by Moose in a time of 1.9. I really hope this race is not a repeat of last time. So coming towards us down the right hand side is Hikari Rin in the red minivan with the white roof. On the left hand side is the Commish in the blue Hot Wheels race team blue 10. And what? Hikari wins again. We have no track time. Hikari passed the line. But the Commish didn't. I thought he'd won, but he hadn't. Oh my lord. Just to let you know, the Commish is okay. He's out in the back of the ambulance. He got out okay. We're going to get his car checked over and everything. I don't know what's happened there. The only thing I can hope is that it shows on the slow-mo at the end. It appears that Hikari Rin is the kryptonite for the Commish. So is Hikari Rin, you know, kryptonite? Is it the blue car that's the problem? You know, blue being Superman's colours? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the good news is that our friend the Commish is okay. Yeah, that was the last thing that I wanted to happen. Anyway, moving on. Okay, up at the top of the track we have Car A and Car J. Car A is Cuboid in the orange with the white roof rear rider, and Car J is Matthew Harding in the blue with the white stripes Matchbox car. We'll see how this one goes down. And Matthew Harding cuts in front but takes it through for the win with a time of 2.3. So Matthew Harding with a win and a time of 2.3. Right up the top of the track now we have race 9, which is Car H, which is the zombie in the cream with the black roof, versus Car F, which is Mason Storm from the Essex Hurricanes in the yellow with the black roof. Mason Storm is yet to get a win. Will this be the one? And the answer is no, it won't, but with a time of 2.1, the zombie wins again. Last race of the day is race 10, which is a reversal of race 4. In race 4, I versus B, with I winning in 2.0. This time it's B versus I. So B is Crazy Canuck from the A team in the yellow and green colour shifter. Car I is James Stirling from all the way over from Australia. Let's see whether James Stirling can win again this time. The answer is yes, he can, with a time of 2.0. So it's a win for James Stirling with a time of 2.0 for our final race of the day. What another interesting day of racing today was. Well, going into final episode 6 next week, we have got a clear leader. And that clear leader is James Stirling. Today he went 2-0 with a best time of 2.0 to take him 7-1. He's only lost once. Hot on his heels is Car D, Moose, with a best time of 1.9 today. 2-0 again, so 2 wins for Moose and taking him to 6-2. Then in joint third place we have 4 cars. We have Car B, Crazy Canuck, Car C, the Commish, Car G, Hikari Rin, and Car J, Matthew Harding. Crazy Canuck lost twice today, taking him to 5-3. The Commish was 1-1 today, but he also set a lap record with a time of 1.8. So he's 1-1, taking him to 5-3. Hikari Rin won twice today. His best time was 2.0. And Matthew Harding won twice again today with the best time of 2.2, taking him to 5 and 3. I still think the Commish can do this. He just needs to not go up against Hikari Ring next time out. He needs to win twice, and James Stirling just needs to lose twice. Anyway, that's the cut-off. So after this, none of these others can potentially win. But at the minute, we have currently got James Stirling, Moose, Crazy Canuck, the Commish, Hikari Rin and Matthew Harding, who all statistically could win this. In 7th place, we've got Candy Rain from the Essex Hurricanes. She lost twice today to take her to 3 and 5. In joint 8th, we've got Cuboid and the Zombie. Cuboid lost twice. The Zombie did 1-1, lost 1, but taking them both to 2 and 6. The Zombie's time was 2.1 seconds today. And, of course, the Wooden Spoon. Car F, Mason Storm, lost twice again today to take him 0 and 8. He hasn't won a race yet. I really think his drive is in danger. I really think it's down to poor car choice and not his driving, because he's a good driver and he's getting good times. He's just unfortunate with the ones that he's come up against and the car that he's chosen. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll get down to the final next week.